Hello and welcome to this third Creatifecundity video. This video is an elaboration on the previous video on interdependencies and connectivity. In that video, I explained how interdependencies and connectivity can help to resolve the virus crisis and help our society move forward. In this video, I will focus on how those interdependencies and connectivity can help propel our businesses, our career, individuals, professionals, everyone who earns sustenance in our society back to thriving in their bustling activities, trade, and interactions with one another for sustenance and nourishment in not only their, but everyone's lives. If we return to our environment, and here you can see behind me a blossoming, flowering tree. It's spring now in the northern hemisphere, so we can see that blossoming, flowering nature all around us. If we reflect on this blossoming tree, we recall that it has roots that interconnect deep with one another, entrenched under the ground. And those roots help to support the blossoming tree and propel it upwards towards greater sunlight, water from rain, and the surrounding air. The roots help to absorb nutrients from the ground and circulate those nutrients throughout the flowering plant, helping it to blossom and grow. If we correspond that blossoming tree to the current career and professional situation in our society, we can conceive of ideas where businesses interact with one another to support and propel one another to earn sustenance and nourishment to move forward in their economic and trade activities. So, for example, if you conceive of a business that is involved in the delivery of necessary supplies, delivery businesses such as FedEx, UPS, the US Postal Service, and you conceive of other departmental stores like Kohl's or Macy's, and how they are suffering from the emptiness caused by the virus panic, where people are now indoors for the most part, and for across our nations, hardly venturing out into shopping venues or districts. So this emptiness can be overcome with collaboration between the delivery companies and retail outlets, food stores, as well as other businesses, large and small, to have their goods delivered to people all across our locales and in each of our districts. It is going to take much more engagement and involvement from people at all levels within companies, businesses, and our society. So for CEOs at the top, they are no longer isolated. The executive officers, executive suite, those corporate officials, authority figures at the top are no longer isolated because the economic downturn is affecting them when there is less spending in society, less purchases of their goods and services. It will affect their incomes and it will affect their savings, where they will soon run out to purchase required commodities that they need to produce their goods and services. And so this interdependence becomes critical where the executive officers at the top and the CEOs become engaged and involved by taking road trips with the people who work with them, their colleagues, to make those deliveries across states, for them to get to know their employees, to work together with them in a collaborative fashion and see them as people, colleagues, compatriots, rather than simple employees, subordinates working at their command and call. So they'll develop greater understanding and appreciation for the people who have carried out services and been loyal to their companies over the longest time throughout the tenure that they have been working for them, and for the social benefit and social prosperity. So it can mean that people who do not usually get involved, they, of course, they have to protect themselves with masks, gloves, and protective clothing to ward off the virus. But with those protective precautions in place, they can interact and engage with their fellow colleagues to continue business services and continue to produce the products that are nourishing our society, along with the services that serve our society's physical, mental, emotional, health, spiritual, and other needs. If we also remember that in our society we also have small businesses, we have entrepreneurs, we have Daisy. So if we remember those small daisies, the small companies, entrepreneurs, the freelancers who do not have vast support networks, we can reach out to them, and we do need to reach out to them to support and help them thrive and prosper. And we do that through outreach because they do not have vast marketing departments that the large corporations and companies have. So they need our outreach, our interactions, even more to help them publicize their goods and services for the benefit of our communities and our society. At Creatifecundity, I had explained the last time that we have creative collaboration forums. These creative collaboration forums are absolutely free to join. It is free for you to become members. And when you become members, you are given access to free partnerships and collaborations with folk of diverse careers as well as similar careers to yours. So it's a place where you can coordinate with others to offer, receive, and interchange support and collaboration with one another for prospering not only in your individual careers and services, but also helping to spread and expand that prosperity to businesses and services all across our communities. I have the Creative Collaboration Forum link in the description box below. These forums were programmed by Benjamin Prizer, who is currently a student at Binghamton University, class of 2022. And our whole dedication to these creative collaboration forums was to provide a space for coordination between people of different careers, different professions, even including underrepresented careers, careers like garbage collectors, cleaners, washers, and people who are usually forgotten, neglected, or overlooked in our society to collaborate with one another, along with professions that have traditionally been considered as highly esteemed, like doctors, lawyers, corporate executives, accountants. Along with those professions, you will find several other professions listed. And when you select the professions of folk with whom you wish to collaborate, and that includes support as well, mutually support, you will receive those notifications of people and their contact information of those careers when those people become members themselves and join the creative collaboration forums. So you are all of you are encouraged. You are all encouraged to become members. It's absolutely free. And this is a place for you to congregate with one another, support one another's projects for the advancement of our society and world, but also to offer, receive, and engage in career entrepreneurship and or relationship support. Also, another offer on the website is a $10 question creative counseling email session that I have provided with the link in the description box below as well, and that you can also look into. But for now, I am really emphasizing the creative collaboration forums to welcome you all to join them and really engage with them, to connect with one another so that we can each support and propel one another, just like that blossoming, flowering plant behind me, towards greater contentment, greater prosperity, and much more inner peace in all our lives. Thank you.